Everybody, this is your boy Shavy Speaks, man. Let's get into this, guys. Now, did you guys know that the first Rambo's First Blood original ending killed John Rambo? Now, here's why it changed. Now, if you guys are not a fan of the Rambo franchise, I don't know what y'all doing. I need to go watch that stuff because it's a lot of action packed from Sylvester Stallone. Sly's a pretty good action overall. What up, Sly? Shouts out to you, bro. Um, if you guys saw First Blood, and you followed the source material and had to actually follow the source material and went with the original ending, John Rambo would actually have been killed and no sequels would have been ever made. Now, there's been a ton of theories of how like different movie franchises and their universes are connected somehow. I saw this one theory that said John Wick is somehow related to John Rambo somehow. That was actually a pretty cool theory I read on a subreddit one time. But anyway, back to the original the content here. Now, Rambo Last Blood makes the fifth time Sylvester Stallone has played John Rambo, the shell-shocked Vietnam veteran who never managed to escape his history of violence. It can be easy to forget, but First Blood is a markedly different film from its immediate successors. In stark contrast to the oily muscles and massive body counts of Rambo First Blood Part 2 and Rambo 3, First Blood is a post-Vietnam drama, a comparatively quiet nail-biter of an intimate thriller. Now, if y'all don't know, First Blood, based on the novel by David Morrell, follows a PTSD-stricken war veteran who is mistaken for a hippie drifter by the sheriff of a small mountain town. Rather than just accepting Sheriff Teasel's abuse, Rambo decides to fight back, taking out all of his pent-up rage on the residents of Jerkwater, USA, as Colonel Tautman puts it. But by the films, released in 1982, America was beginning to come to terms with the failure of its Vietnamese misadventure. It was more than willing to put that whole mess behind them. Now, discarding the plight of its many long suffering veterans. First Blood was a bitter indictment of American apathy in the wake of Vietnam and a tribute to those who lost everything in those blood-soaked jungles. To the novel and its own cinematic sequels, the film adaptation of First Blood is surprising. There's only one, and he's not killed by a bomb or a hail of gunfire, but from falling out of a helicopter by accident. However, if the film had followed its original plan, there would have only been an additional casualty, Rambo himself. Now, I didn't know this, but it's a story of survival and bringing the Vietnam War home to America. First Blood is remembered for the final scene in which Rambo and his former commanding officer Sam Troutman, Richard Crenna, finally confront each other face to face. Troutman tries to convince Rambo to end his rampage by assuring him, "It's over, John. It's over." Now, this statement causes Rambo to have an emotional breakdown, describing how nothing is over, quote unquote, reflecting on his actions in Vietnam and scorning his meager existence back in the world. It's a tremendous moment for the film and remains one of Sylvester Stallone's most cherished moments of dramatic acting. I gotta admit to you, man, that was actually pretty good stuff. So, as the film ends, Rambo turns himself over to Troutman's custody over the course of the movie. However, the original ending shot for the film ended on a more tragic note. Instead of going peacefully, Rambo calmly seizes Troutman's M1911 pistol and quietly asks for death, saying, "You trained me, you made me, you'll kill me. You owe me that." And without a word, Troutman initially looks to refuse Rambo's tranquil plea, but when the veteran presses the gun barrel to his stomach, the old colonel pulls the trigger, blowing away his wayward pupil. Wordlessly, Troutman looks at his greatest success and failure, and then leaves without saying anything, as there are no words to describe the situation. Only shame to lament. So, there are some changes. Sorry, oh my gosh. This ending reflects the original novel, which also has Rambo dying by Troutman's hand, but by point-blank shotgun blast, rather than the comparatively more low-key pistol execution. It's said Stallone himself changed the ending, though it's unknown whether he had plans for sequels or if he just felt sorry enough for John Rambo that he opted to step in and change the character's fate. Now, future Rambo movies took the character in a different direction, but the series, despite Stallone's opinion to the contrary, earned a reputation for being significantly more intelligent and politically aware than its contemporaries. So, sure, Rambo frequently wound up shirtless and holding a big gun, but the series was always at its best when it was brutal, action sequence to tell personal stories about senseless wars and broken heroes. Now, if you guys don't know this, Rambo's coming out this month on the 20th. I definitely will be seeing that. Comes out in a good 2 weeks. I definitely will be seeing it. Rambo 5 Last Blood, man. Peace and love, y'all.